What's up, everyone? I hope everybody is doing well today. I wanted to provide you with a quick economic stimulus update and speak specifically to the dissemination of the $600 checks, direct deposits, IRS debit cards, and all those payments that are going to be going out, and give you a timeline as to when you can expect to receive your payment.
Well, I think, as you know, the good news is this is a very, very fast way of getting money into the economy. And again, let me emphasize that people are going to see this money the beginning of next week.
Hello, everyone. My name is Paul Zachary Shelton Jr., and I'm the Chief Investment Officer of Warwick Shore Advisors. We are a wealth and investment management firm located in Orlando, Florida, with clients all across the United States. If this is your first time coming to my channel or seeing one of my videos, I ask that you please hit the subscribe button. Please ring the bell so you can get an update each time I post a new video. And lastly, please like and share this video to help me increase the financial literacy of our globe. So really quick, before we get into today's topic, I want to give you an update on something that I said yesterday. I misspoke and I corrected it in the comments of my video. So the unemployment insurance that we're going to be receiving for $300 is going to be disseminated weekly, not monthly. Janet Clark, thank you so much for helping me to hear that and pointing that out to me. So I did make that correction. I did want to say this again in today's video so that everyone will have a solid update. So now let's jump right into today's topic, and it's talking about the dissemination of those $600 stimulus payments. So we all know that it's going to be $600 across the board this time. In the CARES Act before, it was $1,200 for adults, $500 for dependents. So right now, everyone's going to get $600. The status of a dependent has not changed. So the way dependents were classified previously will still be the same going forward this time. So that means that many people that were in college or college age dependents who are still dependents but college age will not qualify for the stimulus as of right now. Additionally, all the adult dependents that you may have that you're claiming on your tax return, or that were claimed on your tax return, I should say, for 2019 or 2018, whichever is the most recent year that the IRS has, those dependents will not be classified as part of the stimulus act as well. So they will not receive, or you will not receive the benefit for either one of those classifications of individuals. However, everyone else that meets the criteria will receive a stimulus check of $600. And when will that stimulus check be sent out, or when will you receive the direct deposit? So we know with the CARES Act, with the dissemination of all the funds through the CARES Act, there was a huge debacle. There was a delay. At one point, they announced that it was going to take 25 weeks for all the payments to be disseminated out. Then halfway through the process, they started creating these IRS debit cards and sending those out to people and having the stimulus check on there. And then there was more confusion with the IRS debit cards because they incurred a lot of fees, and a lot of people felt that it was unfair that they were getting a card that was having a lot of fees attached to it and really not getting the full benefit. Also, one of the financial institutions that was disseminating the cards were receiving a lot of cash in return from those fees and from other agreements that they had with the federal government. So it created a little bit of a clunky situation that was not very smooth. Additionally, before we talked about all of the time about updating the IRS portal, getting your information updated in the portal so that when another stimulus comes out, you won't have to go through that. So hopefully you were one of the ones that updated the IRS portal before today. Because if you did, it's very likely that you will receive your stimulus payment next week. Treasury Secretary Mnuchin said that the payments will start going out as early as next week, and those are going to be sent out via direct deposit and as well as check. Now, this includes payments for everyone, people that are on SSI, SSDI, VA benefits, railroad benefits. All of the payments that are going out, Social Security, will be sent out, at least, this is according to Secretary Steve Mnuchin, they will be sent out next week.
Earlier on our air, Senator Toomey said, wait a second, on the 600, that there are 93% of the people are employed in this country, and a lot of those people are going to get $600, and whether that's fair or whether it should go to people only who don't have jobs.
Well, I think, as you know, the good news is this is a very, very fast way of getting money into the economy. And again, let me emphasize that people are going to see this money the beginning of next week. So it's very fast. It's money that gets recirculated in the economy. So people go out and spend this money, and that helps small business, and that helps getting more people back to work. Now, you're right. The good news is unemployment has come way down. So I think, as you know, we were worried about, something like a Great Depression again earlier in the year. But this is now much more targeted. I expect it's needed in a short period of time. And I think this will take us through the recovery. And let me just say, I'm going to push back. I heard your comments on vaccine distribution. I think the Department of Defense and HHS has a fabulous plan. This Project Warp Speed that the president invested literally billions and billions of dollars in early on has really paid off. And there's no difference. There's just a huge difference of where we are now versus where we were earlier in the year.
All right. So, and I understand that, and I think Warp Speed has done amazing things. I'm on record saying that. How do the people in the small businesses actually get this money? Is it the same system as last time? And what do you do about the ones that didn't make it? Secretary Mnuchin, a lot of them just didn't make it to now.
Well, you're right. That is unfortunate, and we've said our job is not done until we get everybody back to work, and that's what this is about. It is a similar distribution as last time for the PPP. There'll be some additional programs also set up that are targeted. Let me just say, in the PPP, if businesses are down 25%, they'll be able to get a second check. We also added employer retention tax credits. Up to $10,000 per quarter per person. This is a very, very big incentive for small business as well. And I expect this is going to have a much-needed big impact. And in the PPP, also additional money, particularly for hotel and food services that have been hard hit.
So stay tuned. Look forward to that. They will be going out. Now, we know previously when the checks were sent out under the CARES Act, there was some time lag for different areas of the country. So if you live in a more remote area of the country, it could be potentially 4 to 5 days of snail mail as it travels through. If you're receiving a direct deposit, it typically went through at 9 a.m., between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. on that day that they established that they were sending it out. That was March the 15th, if I remember correctly, earlier this year when the CARES Act went out. The majority of the people received their direct deposit on the morning of March the 15th. Now, if we're going to get money that's going to be sent out next Monday, that could very well be sent in a direct deposit. It will be sent in the same to the same account, the same information as before, and they're collecting this data once again from your tax returns. You will receive that via direct deposit in the same manner, and more than likely in the same time frame. Now, I do want to encourage you of something that took place last time, and it will take place this time. Certain financial institutions are only allotted X amount of transactions between the Federal Reserve or between one entity in a given period. For example, if you have an account at a credit union, and this is just purely for an example, your credit union may only be authorized or only set up to receive maybe 5,000 payments from a particular institution or a particular entity in a week's time frame. So if there are 30,000 members in that particular credit union that are going to receive an economic stimulus payment, all 30,000 of them may not come in at the same time. Now, this is, again, it's just for example. The numbers could be different with each financial institution, but we did see a lot of errors in this nature that took place with the dissemination of the CARES Act funds. Many people said, hey, it shows that something is supposed to be disseminated. I received a letter from the IRS saying that my funds were sent and then sent back. And this is many times the situation of why the funds were sent back, because they got to that cutoff and they were rejected and then put into line for the next tranche of payments to go to your financial institution. So please, please, please be aware of that. Hopefully we don't have the snafus like we did last time, and hopefully it does not take 26 weeks for everyone to receive the stimulus payments. And hopefully it comes out much sooner than that. As always, please leave your comments, your questions and concerns, everything below. I do my best to read all of my comments and answer all of those questions in there. So if this is your first time coming to my channel, I ask that you please do me a favor, and that's hit the subscribe button, ring the bell to make sure that you get an update each time I post a new video. And lastly, please like and share this video. It helps me increase the financial literacy of our globe. Thank you so much and have a great day.